y'all doing today? Today we're taking a look at these GTGuard V6 night vision binoculars. Now they have two versions. They have the standard V6, which is the tan one on the helmet here, and then they have the V6 Pro, which is the black one laying before us. Now I'm going to insert footage later on in the video, and all the video will be from the V6 Pro, but they're basically identical except for one feature. And it's a very cool feature. The V6 Pro has a built-in 600-meter laser rangefinder, which is awesome. It works really well. It has two modes, continuous. So as you pan around and look at things, it automatically is ranging. Or it has a one-shot, like you click the button and it'll range when you hit it. Now, the main reasons for using the one-time rangefinder or the momentary rangefinder would be battery life, and it would be counter detection. Obviously, if you're powering the laser all the time, it's going to be more easy to detect, and it's going to use more battery life. Now, this is an 850 nanometer illuminator, 3 watts, so it's not really tactical geared, so the counter detection isn't really an issue with this particular model, because it's not really intended for tactical to begin with, but you will definitely burn through your batteries quicker if you're powering the laser the whole time. It's an infrared laser, so you're not going to see it. It's invisible to the naked eye. Now, that said, this is an extremely useful feature with the continuous, because everything you look at, you have an instant range automatically displayed on screen in real time, which is super handy. It has very good resolution. The resolution on this is 4K at 2160, and that's on the UHD version setting. And then the FHD is at 1080p, and that's a 1920 by 1080. Okay, so really high resolution. On the UHD, you're going to get a bit more bounce on the display if you're moving around. On the FHD, the image will appear more stable on a playback. Now, this does not have an actual image stabilization, so you're going to use the setting, the resolution setting, to get more stable movement. But there is going to be, some movement on the screen when you're walking around and stuff, and you'll see that on the demonstration. Now, if you're stationary with it, it's just absolutely excellent high-resolution imagery, and you'll see that as well. And this could take up to a 512 gigabyte card. It comes with a 64, I believe. It's either a 32 or 64 gig card it comes with, and both versions come with that. And it comes with all kinds of accessories. Now, you can see here that you can wear this, and it is actually possible to navigate with this at night as a wearable device, but it is a relatively small 27-degree field of view. So while you can navigate with this, that's not really its intended purpose. If you're on flat terrain, especially if you're in an area with decent ambient lighting, like a city or a suburb, this will actually work pretty well for navigation. Out here on my homestead, it's pitch black. I tested this last night on a totally moonless night, and as I said, you're going to see demonstrations of that spliced in, and it does work, but I would not recommend this for navigating on rough terrain in the woods or stuff like that, unfamiliar, uneven footing, because the field of view is just not that great. But in a city or a suburb or an area that you know really well, where the footing is flat and secure, like even indoors, with the power out or something like that, this is actually usable in that regard. Very easy to set up. It comes with one of the Skull Crusher head harnesses, but I would recommend, if you're going to use it as a wearable, pick yourself up a cheap bump helmet like this one. I believe I paid under $30 for this on eBay for this bump helmet, and I actually armored the frontal glacis of this. I have a whole separate video showing how to do that. And one other neat thing with this is fully compatible with an infrared laser. So if we look right here, we have an infrared laser aiming module on the front of this rifle. And that's totally invisible to the naked eye, but you can see it plain as day through this. So you can use this as a wearable to passively or to actively aim with an infrared laser aiming modules. That's very handy and a very useful feature. A lot of animals don't see in the infrared spectrum at all. So for a lot of animals, even though the 850 nanometer illuminator is visible to the naked eye from some distance, in a hunting scenario or a predator culling scenario, which this would be really good for, like getting rid of, pigs, invasive pigs or other species like that, pest control, they may not necessarily even see the red light at all, okay? Another area where this would be really good is search and rescue, because it doesn't matter. It can see the red illuminator. It's not important. What's important is that you see them. So there are scenarios where this will actually work better than a flashlight in a search and rescue type of an environment. Another area where this could be useful is if you're in law enforcement in a rural area where they're not paying for your equipment, or you have a small rural county without a big budget. Something like this could actually be very useful, because while you can see the red illuminator at night, this has a range of 300 yards in total darkness advertised. I did not have a 300-yard sight line to fully test that, but you could definitely see a couple hundred meters. And the counter detection range for the red illuminator is probably only 30 or 40 meters. So you probably have a 5 or a 6 to 1 advantage in detection versus counter detection. So if you're looking for somebody in a field at night that ditched from a vehicle or something like that, a fugitive, something like that, and you have a limited budget that you're working with, something like this could actually be very useful. It also records video in 1080p, I believe, so this would be great for surveillance. I used to be a private investigator, and having something like this to be able to, film surveillance video and stuff like that would be very handy. Another neat feature, you could take the video, plug the TF card into something with an upload capability, and you could forward this intel right to a higher headquarters or back to your office within a minute or two. So it's an excellent ISR capability that this gives. That's something that an analog night vision does not give. Now, this is not analog. I'm not going to try and tell you that this is a replacement for analog. But there are some areas where digital has an advantage over analog, and that's the ability to record and upload what you're seeing very quickly. And cost, of course. These are much, much less money than even a second or third generation night vision. And they're very useful. If you have no night vision at all, something like this is still a huge upgrade that won't break the bank. Okay, so now let's take a look at this nighttime footage here. I'm going to let it play with some background music, and I'll put up some text for relevant parts to highlight what I'm looking at. Okay, so you saw how this looks at night, and you saw that this is actually very capable. It gives a really good picture. I like the green mode that gives it that green overlay effect, I guess. It looks even sharper than it does in black and white, and it gives you that true night vision feeling, which is really cool. Take a look at the accessories we get with this thing. We get a adapter so that we can plug this right into our computer with our TFB card. And it comes with the card, the TF card, which is already in the unit. Here's our skull crusher, your head harness. Now again, these kind of work, but I think you're much, much better off buying yourself an inexpensive bump helmet. Carrying case, charger. Got a lanyard strap so you can wear it like binoculars if you want, and they work fine as binoculars. You don't have to wear them. And then you have adapter pieces for your helmet, okay? So you have most of the things you'll need here to make this work as a wearable device. So both of these are useful. The main advantage of the Pro unit is going to be the 600-yard laser rangefinder, which for some applications is extremely useful. Like if you're climbing into your hunting blind in the morning before the sun comes up, and you sit in your hunting blind and you range out various landmarks. If you see that deer come out during the course of the day, you'll know what your distance is. And the rangefinder also works in day mode. This also has an excellent daytime video camera that's really good and works really well. So you can laser rangefind 24 hours a day with this. So it's a very neat, useful feature. The Pro model only comes in black. The original model comes in a couple different colors. This is like a desert sand color. I have recommended that in future iterations of this, that they switch to a 940 nanometer infrared illuminator, because while the range isn't quite as good, you get a much better stealth capability, I would say, with it. It's much harder to counter detect. You know, with a 940, you can only see that light with the naked eye from like a couple yards away. So if you're in a situation where the other guy doesn't have night vision, but you have a 940, you have just an enormous advantage. And even with this, with the 850, like I said, you got about a 5-to-1 to 6-to-1 advantage in counter detection range. So in an SHTF type of scenario, this would actually have quite a lot of use, you know, especially if you're like in a rooftop Korean type of situation where you're, you know, surveilling, making sure that your criminals aren't going to come hit your business during some sort of societal collapse event. These have a real use, and they're great for hunting. They would be good for search and rescue. They would be very useful for law enforcement. You know, they have a lot of uses. So these are not just toys. They're very useful devices. And they're super lightweight. I'm going to say the weight is definitely under half a pound. It's got a nice rugged body. It's polymer body, but it's rugged. There's no flex. It doesn't feel cheap. It's got rubberized areas where you grasp it. So if your hands are wet or sweaty like mine are right now, I'm filming out in the south. It's about 100 degrees out today. It doesn't feel slippery. There's like no slip or anything like that. This has a built-in 2000 milliamp battery. The magnification range is 1x to 8x. The zoom function definitely works, and it works well. You know, the resolution starts to fall off as you get on higher magnification, but it's very usable until at least 5x, in my opinion. In daytime, the zoom function works even better, okay? And this is a very compact unit. You can see it here in my hands for scale. Just a really good option. Definitely worth the money, folks. I think if you get these, you'll really like it. Here's a discount code. Save you a few bucks if you want to get this. I highly recommend this, guys. For the money versus having nothing, just a huge upgrade in capabilities. And something like this will hold you over until you save up for your analog. And the price is right, so there's really no reason not to get something like this, because having something like this is literally 1,000 times better than having nothing. Thanks for watching, folks. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Remind me out.